let me hit the live here on TikTok, and also let me hit the live here on a beautiful Facebook. Last but not least, let me hit the live here on Facebook. Great, great, great stuff. Good stuff. Place to be. Yeah, well, I'm here in the comfort of my home today, and I thought, why not? Why not go on a live and just, pretty much I've got no subject at all. I thought I'll come on a live. Maybe you guys can help me out by bringing a different subject, a question that you have to talk about. That would be great. I understand it is. New Year's Eve, and it's Christmas Eve, and most of you guys are spending time with, hopefully, with family and friends and loved ones. And but I don't let you down. I always come here because I'm part of your family. I thought I'll come here also on a live, and just say good night and see what you guys are doing or what you guys are up to. So I wanted to ask first, what are you expecting from Christmas or from Santa anyway? Is there a recommendation, that is special recommendation that you want from Santa, that you are expecting that you might get it from Santa, regardless if Santa is dad, mom, friend, brother, uncle? And also share with me what's the coolest present you ever got from Santa. Let me know. Let me know in the comments down below. I'm here for you. You are here for me. We are part of a team, and the team doesn't let a teammate, alone. Always, always in a place to be. All right, I'll fix it. Cool, cool, banana. So I had a bit of technical issues on YouTube, but I am back now. I am back on live. I am now all over it. All over it. It's coming. And yes, so let's go and let's do this. Let's do this the right way. What's up, everybody? What's up? Are y'all doing? Are y'all doing? What's YouTube doing? Let me see what you. Hey, what's up, TikTok? How y'all doing? Cooper is in the house. Matty is in the house. My is in the house. Rylan is in the house. That's how I like it. That's how we do it. Awesome. Good to see you all here. You are exactly in the right place. You are exactly in the place to be, which is right here. With your coach PK. If you have any questions, basketball related, you can always interrupt me and hit me up with any questions you have. I'm more than happy to answer your questions. That's why I'm here. That's what these lives are all about, about answering your questions and taking your doubts away from the game of basketball. Hockey dokie, hockey dokie. There I am. All right, cool. It's all good now. It's all good, good, good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Cool, 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 cool. Well, tonight, I don't, like I say, I don't usually prepare anything specific. I don't put it on paper. I just go by by the heart. I just go whatever I feel like, and whatever is in my heart, I bring it out and I start talking about it, and hope and expect you guys to ask me questions as well. So then, I can, we can have a debate. I can have a conversation, something to talk about. You can tell me your opinion, your ideas. I can tell you mine, and then therefore we should have a conversation that way. So a lot of you guys asked me in the past, and I believe I did answer it. But look, when I get a question, one person asked me a specific question. In my mind is that there is another 10, 15, 20, 30, 50, 100, maybe 1,000 people that they also had the same question. But the person that asked me the question obviously had the guts and the courage, and the to come forward and say, "Hey, Coach PK, I'm not sure about this, this fact. Can you clarify it for me?" So every time I make a video answering their question, I would like to mention and name the person and give him a shout out for their courage and they to come up and ask and be honest and say, hey, Coach PK, I don't really know, I'm not really sure about this rule, I'm not really, what do I do in a situation like that? And I'm more than happy to come and help out and give them my 2 cents, give them the rules, the FIBA rules, first of all, and then depending on the competition you play. If you play in Victoria, you might have a slightly different rules. If you play domestic competition, if you play Big V, NBL, most of the time is the FIBA rules applies on that situation. Not always, but sometimes. Well, if you can hear me clear, if you can see me clear, I will please, please, please send me a massive love heart. Just hit the love hearts and keep hitting the love heart. It means that you can see me clear, you can hear me clear, and most importantly, you can understand what I'm saying. And if you don't understand, I always say I am more than happy to interrupt myself and more than happy to answer your question, regardless of what it is, because these videos are for you guys, my followers, my subscribers, and therefore that's what I'm focusing on. I'm focusing on giving you the best, most accurate, and also always get my followers well informed about either the rules of the game of basketball or of situations. I'm always more than happy to share my experiences and share what I know about the game of basketball. I've been in the game of basketball for a very long time. I watched the game, I played the game, I coached the game, I refereed the game, I table scored the game, and I did stats. And most importantly, now in the future, I'm planning to start doing a bit of a videography and photography of the game of basketball, maybe reporting, maybe live streaming, something that I'm still, not quite 100% certain of what I want to do, but I would prefer, instead of just making my mind, because I always say this channel is not just mine, it's yours as well. We are part of the community, and your opinion is very important. Your opinion matters. If you can come up and tell me, hey PK, you should live stream games, either games that you referee or games that you watch or games that you are around and about, can you live stream live games? Or if you prefer, you can also say, Coach PK, could you please make like videos of highlights and stuff like that? So I've done a bit of that in the past. I've done a bit of just headshot talk like I'm doing now, a bit of podcasting, a bit of live streaming. And I would like to know your opinion. I would like to see what you have to say. I would like to see what you would prefer me to do, because like I say, it's no point me doing something that I like but nobody else does. If we have a voting, maybe a majority, maybe I should put a voting sort of up there and say, would you like me to do live stream full games? Would you like me to do highlights or of plays, regardless of the league? Or would you like me to do, most importantly, some kind of more of talk shows like this one? I know and understand a lot of you guys, you really enjoy my content. That's why you follow me. That's why you subscribe to my channel, and and you always are watching, which is a very good thing. I appreciate you very much for doing that. Yes, so please, if you have any question, if you have any suggestions, hit me up, and I'll be more than welcome to answer your question. Let me just look at what we have here so far. Just so I can see something on YouTube. There we go, YouTube. Yes to all questions. Thank you. Jody just said that she can hear me clear. She can see me clear. Thanks for that. And just waiting for TikTok. TikTok usually takes a bit of time, but then eventually, it clicks. He clicks. He definitely clicks. Let's see what Instagram is doing. So I've been checking Instagram. Just gonna make sure and have a look and see if, first of all, they can see me clear. Second of all, they can hear me clear. And third but not last, that I am coming at you clear. So I can see Donna Mara is there. I can see Ashley is there, and five others joined the live. Hi Donna, happy Christmas Eve. I know and I hope that you are having a good night in company of your loved ones and also friends and families, which is magnificent. I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow when we have the Christmas party here in our place. And that's from Instagram. Jody just joined my TikTok. Hi, Jody. Hello. Can't wait to catch up very soon. Joel Brown is on my Instagram. So, hi, Joel. I hope you all can hear me here. I hope you're all good. I can see you are coming through really, really well. Let me just turn this off. I can hear my own echo because it's coming from my laptop, sort of thing. But I turned the volume off. I can't see you. I can't see you. All right, Jody, that can't see me at you TikTok. Let me see what TikTok is doing. TikTok is there. All right. I'm surprised you can't see me because I'm right here. All right. I don't know why. Okay. So see what I can do. It looks like TikTok is frozen for some reason. I'm not sure why. When I look at it here, it seems to be okay, but it seems like it's frozen on live. I'm just gonna go to my browser and see if TikTok is how TikTok is sort of showing up. Okay, let's go TikTok. Let's go back here and let's go. Okay, let's see. There's like TikTok, and go to got it. Pin your life goal. Got it. And okay. I don't need now. All right. Okie dokie. What's going on here? I got down here. Following accounts and live accounts. All right. Cool. Activities. And click on that. Wonderful. All right, here we go. That's live. There's live. I was looking for live on TikTok. It wasn't coming up. A nice come up. Okay, it seems like I'm okay. It seems like I'm coming in pretty clear on TikTok as well. So no problems there. Let me ask, can you see me now? Question mark. Where is the question mark? All the way here. Here you go. Send. Can you see me now? Okay, I hope I can. I hope you can. If it looks like you can, but obviously, if you can't see me, just hit me up again, and I'll be able to correct that. But I most importantly, I hope you can hear me clear. We can do it like a podcast kind of thing where you don't see the person, but the person is in the background and is talking, and you can just hear the story being told. Stories to tell. Time to tell stories. Stories are always good. People are interested in stories. People like stories. People want to know how, when, how, where, who, what happened. Okay, many years ago, many years ago, um, I was living in Portugal. Before Portugal, I was living in Germany for 6 years, and when I was living in Germany for 6 years, I pretty much got to I was living with my sister. She was part of the she was in a immigration, what do you call it? Uh, Embassy mission. It's called diplomatic mission, and she took me with her. She was much older than me, not too much older, but older than me. She took me with her, and we moved into Germany. I lived there for 6 years. Wonderful time. But I wanted to talk about Portugal. So 6 years later, a mission was completed, and then she wanted to go back to Angola in Africa. That's where I was originally from. Now I'm from Australia, proud Australian. And then from there, she went to Angola, but I didn't want to go to Angola. I have a brother that was living at the time in Lisbon, and they say, okay, do you want to go and live with your brother in Lisbon? Because obviously it's got better, being in Europe, more opportunities. Don't know what you can do in Africa, in Angola, not much opportunities there. I said, yeah, sure. I went to live with my brother and my sister, my other sister in Portugal. So we lived there for about 3 years, and from there we then came to Australia. But going back to Portugal, so when I moved to Portugal, obviously I applied. I was still young enough to go to school, so you know how the parents and all the brothers and sisters, they I didn't have parents back then. They were actually already deceased, by the way. They wanted me to go to school and get a good education, and after the good education, get a good job, found a wife, start a family, buy a house, and pretty much that would be it. So that's mostly what most parents, uncles, auntie wish from their like sons, daughters, and nephews and nieces. Okay, go to school, go to university, found a job, found a husband, found a wife, give us grandchildren, and then live your life that way. Um, it is a life that many people do, many people live that way. Um, it is, I guess, it is, the ideal model to live that way. But I personally, yeah, seems to be okay. Not sure why. I personally, think that people. All right. As I was saying, POV's in the house. I can see you. What's up, POV, Mr. POV? What's up, y'all? I personally think that people should make their option. Look, yes, you should, go to school, study, learn how to read, how to write, how to, communicate. Obviously, but then a lot of young people coming out of high school, especially or just before finishing high school, do not have a orientation on what they want to do yet as a job, as a career. Okay, most of the times we get influenced by what our parents do. Let's say if mom is a nurse and you go, oh, yeah, you should do nursing, I can teach you a lot about it. I have got all this experience and blah, blah, blah. And most people just gonna do it because they feel like, they are getting into their age where they have to do something. They have to go to school. They have to, you know, get a career, get a job, move out of home and, rent, buy a place for themselves and stuff like that. Very understandable, very understandable. But what I always see is that people get told to into getting a job or starting a career. There's actually not a love. There's actually not a passion. There's actually not a they destiny, I should say. So therefore, when people get pushed into a work or a job, but because they are at the age and they have to do something, I don't think it's a bad idea to do it. I don't think it's a bad idea to actually do the job and get the experience. And later on in life, when you decide that, okay, this is actually not for me, then you can pivot to another job that is more suitable for you. It is magical if you can find a job that is suitable for you uh, in a very young age, because then you can just keep doing that job and keep getting better, better and better each day. Any job you do, it might seem easy, it might seem simple when you read the books, when you go through high school, when you go to school and you study, it might seem very straightforward. But trust me when I say to you, once you actually start working, it's not that straightforward. There's a lot of bending and you know things that you have to do to actually assure that you still have got a job. There's a lot of doors that you have to be open for you to make sure you have that job. So therefore, it won't be easy. It will be hard. Any job you do and you see yourself doing, remember it will get harder. It will get harder and harder and harder. And if you don't have the passion and the motivation and the love, you know, the, if that job is not your destiny, you will eventually give up. But if you don't have an orientation, you don't know yet what to do, it is a good idea to do the job, to gain experience with interacting with people, interacting with management, interacting with co-worker, and see how the work environment. I always say the first job you get is for you to get to know what work is actually about. It's not usually your passion, so you don't gonna be there forever. But what you will learn is some life experience that is gonna get you better prepared for when you go and get your proper job, the job of your passion. Okay, and many times the job that you're passionate about, the job that you love to do and prefer to do, is a job that is not very common. Okay, when we say job, we not just talking about nurse, policeman, fireman, and jobs like that. We talk about things that some people love to play basketball. They might not be good enough to make it to the highest league in the NBAs, the WNBAs, the NBLs, the CBLs, the Euro League, the CBA, all these great leagues. They might not be good enough to make it at these leagues, but there are also other things that you can do that is basketball related that will give you, still the opportunity to be involved with the game you love, to be next to the players and people you admire or play against and play for. And therefore, there is other jobs. So you don't have to be the best of the best. You don't have to become what you always wanted to become. As long as you are still involved with close to the job, your preferred job is pretty good. It is a bless. It is a bless. Like a lot of people want to be musicians. They want to be singers. They want to sing in opera. They want to be, magicians. They want to work in a circle and things like that. These are not jobs. They are common jobs. They're not jobs you're gonna learn by going to university or studying. You might get some studies, some courses that might, sort of help you understand the job a little bit better. But when it comes to it, when you're actually on a job, it is, a different story altogether. You'll need experience to need to live it. Okay, just gonna go and see what's happening on my TikTok here. Coach PK, do you like people under the age of 18? Mike has asked. Of course, Mike. What a question. Of course, I like people under the age of 18. I like everybody. I like boys. I like girls. I like men. I like women, grandpa, grandma. I like everybody, because I always believe that between two people, between two minds, it is always a way to connect and communicate. Okay, and you always gonna find something in common, something to either one teach the other or the other teach the other way around. Especially nowadays, a lot of older people have got a lot of experience with a lot of things in the world, but many of us us don't have as much experience, for example, with technology. So if I want to learn something to do with technology, younger people, they usually, especially under 18, they are usually very good at it. Can go and ask them, oh, can you help me find out this? Can you help me find out that? So, and then there is life experience, decision making, that older people with more experience can help younger people. Don't make that decision, pay your bill, pay this, save money, things like that. It's always a way to communicate, and I like everybody. They have got a positive attitude. Is big. Yes, yes. I hope I answer your question, Mike. And if you have any more questions, don't hesitate. Ask me, and you know what's going on. I will always give you an answer. I'm glad you asked, Mike. And like as I was saying before, look, yeah, you go through this period where you are now 17, you are now finishing high school very soon, and you are like, what do you want to do? What you want to become when you grow up? And most of the time, many young people do not know what they want to do yet. They've got many interests, but what to do as a career in a life, they're not very sure what to do. And that's where a lot of the time they get to ask the parents, what should I do? And the parents, of course, are gonna say, look, do something that I have done, because I have done it and I'm successful. Sorry guys, I'm just gonna go and see something is happening here on my visual. All right, I know what's going on. I lost visual. Hold on, won't be too long. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Sorry about that. I apologize for that short interruption. Most importantly, I'm back. Let's go and finish this video very, very soon, because it is Christmas Eve, and I know most of you guys are spending time with family and friends, and you had a family coming over, or family, or visiting family, and a big get together. So I will go spend time with my family while you are spending time with your family as well. So usually I come on this live for an hour, but this one is gonna be a short half an hour, unless I've got many questions coming. That I will gonna be another half an hour. So we are now at 28 minutes. I've got about 2 minutes to go to answer any question real quick to anyone that has got a question coming up. I'm here to help. Okay. Cool. What is going on Instagram? Okay, cool. Yeah, so as I was saying, you you obviously live with your parents. You go to school because you have to go to school. You need to learn. You finish school, high school. What do you do now? What do you wanna do for work? You are not sure. You ask your parents. They'll say, okay, I'm a mechanic. Come and do mechanic with me. It's a job that I do and I enjoy, and I make enough money living money to live. Study mechanics, so you go study mechanics, and then you get a job, maybe with your parents or your father, maybe with your uncle, maybe somewhere else to do an apprentice, and you do the job. But then years later, after you are qualified and spent 4 years doing apprentice, you decided that's not actually your passion, that's not the job you want to do. You want to instead become a musician. And then once you become a musician, or I don't know, soccer player, basketball player, footy player, whatever you have been playing on the weekend while studying, and then all of a sudden you're like, okay, I'll try to manage both. I'll try to work during the week and then go to do my basketball playing during the weekend. trust me when I say you need to be all in. If you're gonna do that, you do it for recreation. Do your basketball for recreation and continue your career as a mechanic, for example. Okay, that's just an example. Could be anything. Because if you're gonna go and play basketball to become basketballer or to stay involved with the game of basketball for a very long time, you need to go in all in full time, and you can do that by doing playing, refereeing to make some money. Maybe not as much money as your mechanic job, but some money to keep you going. And then, I got a question. Do I? No, no question. Just to share. You do anything like that to get by, to stay in contact with the game of basketball more often. You might be refereeing, it's not playing, but you are watching. And when you are watching, you are learning, you are seeing what the coaches are doing, you are seeing what the players are doing, and you are learning, even though you are not actually practicing. Okay, so because the reality is the following, all right, so you practice, you have 24 hours a day, you sleep for 8 hours, you spend so many hours at work. Maybe if you do work, spend so many hours on your journey to travel from home to work, and then let's say you have about 4 hours spare left. What do you do with those 4 hours extra that you have in your life? It all depends on what you want. If that's possible, you want to play, you go and practice with these 4 hours. But guess what? All other 7-8 million people that play basketball, they also have the same 4 hours that you do. And what do? They go and practice as well. So you're getting just as much practice as they do. Okay, while if you become a full-time basketballer, then you can practice 8 to 12 hours if you wanted to, sleep for 8 hours, and you still have a few hours for transportation, food, dinner, meeting up with friends, and so on and so on. So in our regards, whoever practices the most is always going to be a better player with more chances. Okay, now and then now you come to the conclusion, okay, PK, that's great, but what happened to the people that also are full-time players? They have just as many 12 hours to practice as I do. How can I be better than them? And now I'll tell you the secret, how you can be better than the people they also practice the same amount of time you practice. This is what you do. You mentally imagine yourself practicing. Mentally imagine yourself, picture yourself practicing. You are not moving your arms, you are not moving your legs, but in your head, in your mind, you are thinking on how to make that shot, how to flick that ball, and you are imagining you doing it over and over. He's not doing it physically, but he's doing it mentally, and that's what is the most important. Is the mental part of the game of basketball. Is you imagining, focusing, and imagining you shooting the ball, and then you go and shoot the ball as well, and that's how you get ahead of the other people that are also full-time basketball players. They have the ability to practice 12 hours a day. Mentally imagine yourself shooting the ball over and over and over. And that's how you win the game of basketball. So look, it's been now 33 minutes, so I thought I'm gonna be here for 30 minutes only, due to being Christmas Eve, and you guys should and will be spending time with your family as well. So I thought I'll just come and give you a quick hi, a quick good eye, and then from here I'll shortly say good night to you, everybody out there, and wish you all a wonderful, wonderful night. Okay, so I'll give you about 30 seconds. If you have any questions, please do ask me, and I'll be able to answer you. And if you don't have any questions, I'll say good night. I know you're busy. I know you're coming through and having a look and leaving and coming back and see what's happening. Thank you for the rose you sent me, Mike. I appreciate it very, very much. And also thank you for your question that's coming from TikTok. Hi, Hayden, and hi, Sniper. Hi, everybody from TikTok. Just gonna go to YouTube as well and see what's happening on that YouTube channel. All right, I've got a few people there. It's always wonderful. Okay, all right, cool, 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 cool. Look, I wish I could stay a bit longer, but I will not stay any longer than I stayed because I want you to also spend time with your loved ones and friends and family while I'm doing the same. So, on this note, I will say you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. Do something special for yourselves, and I will see you on the next video very, very soon. Okay, okay, all right. Let's say bye. Let's see TikTok, Insta, YouTube first. Bye, YouTube.